You know, deny that I've not sat on my couch and watched Amir and Kell Brook over the years, you know, fight and thought I fancy a run at them too. I have done, you know, but Amir's a good friend of mine, but that's the game with him. But I mean, I can't look any past the November 24th, really.
Is Hatton Brook or Hatton Khan on the horizon? What about these two? Khan and Brook getting it on. Should be pretty spicy on this week's Ringside. Mega fights on British soil may not be too far away. Isn't this sport fascinating?
We've had Eubanks, Ben Collins, now we can have Hatton, Khan, Brook. Great times ahead.
Hatton's high-profile targets are side-by-side at last. Another former world king aiming to get straight back to the top in Amir Khan. An unbeaten rival, Kell Brook, who's deep in training ahead of his world title final eliminator.
Boys, there's clearly no love lost between you two. You'll hopefully eventually collide. What do you think of the way Kell's come through the ranks and shot up there?
I think he's a great fighter, a good fighter. I mean, he's been in there. Whoever they put in front of him, he's beaten. I think that's the job he's in. You know, he has to perform well, and he has been performing well. He's a tough fighter, and I think he himself knows that he has to move up to our next world-class level where he's going to be fighting the world-class fighters like the likes of Manny Pacquiao's, the Tim Bradleys, the Maidanas, the Devin Alexanders, and you know that's the time that he can prove he is the best.
I'm #1 in Britain, so there's big fights out there, isn't there, for me, Hatton and Khan. You know, for the fans, it's going to be a mega showdown.
What makes great fights is great competition. We had Eubanks, we had Ben, we had Collins all fighting each other. Now we have you three in the mix. This could be a good little Bermuda Triangle, should I say?
It could be a good mix, yeah, definitely. You know, you've got 3 great fighters in Britain. I mean, I'm still at 140 pounds. I am thinking I'm moving up to 147, but I want to clean up this division first, and there's a few things I want to do. At the moment, at 140. If I'd won the last fight, then I would have moved up to the next weight category. But at the moment, I'm still 140. But in the future, definitely, I think there will be fights between us all.
Amir, you say 3 great fighters. What's great about Kell?
You know, Kell's he's a good fighter. He knows he has a good eye. I mean, I'll let him explain that himself. You know how good he is. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, look, I always respect every fighter out there, and I never have bad things to say because it takes a lot of bottle to get in a boxing ring and fight.
So, as a fighter, what does he do wrong?
Well, you know, I mean, I've not seen much of him. I mean, the things what I've seen of him fight, you know, sometimes towards the later rounds, I think a bit of fitness he can improve on a little bit of fitness, and maybe pushing it up on that world-class level, fighting maybe tough oppositions, which, you know, I'm sure he'll agree with as well.
You sparred before, haven't you?
Yeah, we've sparred before.
And Kell will tell you about the sparring sessions, you know, and we had a great sparring, and
what happened?
You know what happened. Come on, Kell.
What happened?
Kell, I used to box Kell all around the ring, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the honest truth. I was in England camps, and
you got schooled.
I never got schooled. Listen, I was training for the Olympic Games at that time, and Kell was at the juniors, and I used to school Kell in the ring.
I've never been schooled ever.
Oh, come on, Kell.
Have you schooled me?
Okay, all right, end of the day, look, it's one of them things. That was the amateur days, and now in the professional days,
it's very
totally
different.
It's
Years
very different.
later,
100% it is different now.
And a long time ago.
And it was a long time ago, exactly. Now we're both in the pro ranks, and it's a different story. Kell's coming a lot, and so have I.
I know you were offered the chance of fighting Timothy Bradley for the world title. Why didn't you take that, Kell?
Because, you know, there was that fight, obviously, Eddie and my promoter, from day dot, we've had a plan to go the IBF route, and, you know, there's this fight now, and then there's the world title with no ties, you know, they wanted options, Bradley, and the money weren't great, and obviously I'm training for this fight now, and we know where we want to go. We're going for the IBF route, so...
Do you think he's right to do that, Amir?
Well, you know, that's the fight I wanted against Tim Bradley. He would have fight me at 140. There was 2 titles on the line, and I did offer him a 50-50 split down the middle. Financially, he was making a lot of money, and he didn't take the fight against me. And I begged him again to take the fight again. He didn't take it. But I think Kell would have been a good test for him, would have been a good fight for him. If he had got past Tim Bradley after a great win against Manny Pacquiao, that would have definitely put him right at the top.
If Ricky Hatton wins, he's with a new trainer with Bob Shannon, it's all happening. If he comes through against Shevchenko on the 24th, and we're looking at the 3 of you for next year, who do you see as a harder fight, Hatton or Brook?
Well, you know, styles make fights. I mean, I've sparred with Kell, I've never sparred with Ricky, but I think a tough fight will be Ricky, because Ricky's been in there with the world-class opponents. He's been in there, he's shown that he's a class fighter at that level. Because, you know, I mean, being in the ring with Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, mean, that's no joke, you get me? So he has proven himself.
Same question.
Same to you, Kell.
I think Ricky, obviously, like I said, with the experience, and you know, he's an all-round fighter. He can take a shot. He can keep coming, and he's got, you know, his good engine, and he's an actual action fighter.
How do you think Amir will fare at 147?
Well, if he's in with me, it's not going to be good.
Well, I think I'll be a better fighter at 147. You know, naturally making the weight a lot easier, being physically a lot stronger as well. I mean, I think I do kill myself making 140, but that's because, you know, I have big ambitions at that weight division. But, you know, I think I'll be a better and stronger fighter at 147.
Do you think your speed will be the difference at 147 if you were to fight Kell, or do you think your power will be too much?
Speed and power, you know, in the day, look, I have both, and I know I'll be such a stronger fighter. I mean, when I'm sparring at 148, 149, I mean, the heaviest I've ever been is 152. And I think when I'm at that weight, I knock sparring partners out and I knock them down. But when I'm at 140, that's when the power just gets zapped a little bit.
Kell, you're big. You're big at the weight. Do you think he'll be able to handle that kind of?
No, I don't believe so. I think
I've faced bigger guys and tougher guys than Kell in sparring, honestly. So, you know, end of the day, he can say what he wants. I've been in a better position, so he has no room to say that I will not be able to. You know, lucky that ring isn't big enough. We could have gone in there and put on the gloves and had a little fight.
Anytime.
You know, but I mean,
accuracy beats speed, and you know, it's just a matter of time before I land one, and he's gone.
I tell you what, the British public would love to see you two, and put Hatton in the mix as well. You could fight, you could have rematches, bring back the glory days.
Definitely, you know, at the end of the day, look, I'm not one fighter to say no to it. I mean, but I really think, look, Hatton is
so
one
it could
fighter.
happen?
It could happen, definitely. But Hatton is one fighter who I have a lot of respect for. Take my hat off to him because he has proven himself numerous times and fought the best. Has Kell done that?
Ding, ding, time out for now.
Kell, do you think your paths are going to eventually cross, you and Amir's?
Yeah, I hope so for the fans. I think
definitely, you know, it's a fight that the fans want to see.
He's leaning back.
You know,
I got looking at eyes.
It's a fight that the fans want to see, and you know, I'm happy to take it. We need it on Sky. Box office, I think, could be massive. So you know, well, let's get it on, man. Definitely, I'm going to move up to 147 hopefully very, very soon, and then I'll be in the mix.
We remember the days, don't we, of Ben, Eubank, Collins, and the rematches, which were great. You know, they all fought each other. Watson as well.
Yeah, great rivalries. I mean, if these two fight each other, add Ricky Hatton into the mix, you know, that will sell out any football stadium, and the whole country will be talking about it. So I'm really looking forward to those fights if they happen.
Twitter's going absolutely crazy.
But, there's a massive demand for these two to get this fight on. So we're hearing it from the horse's mouth. He's saying he got the best part of sparring. He said he did.
It's been going on years. Everyone's. What about Amir Khan? You know, for years when I started professional, I've always wanted it. You know, people saying this, that. So we need to get it on.
Definitely, you know, I still think I'm a league above, but, you know, if I have to step back a league and have to go down and knock him out, then I might have to do that, you know. But look,
does this go back to the sparring?
I mean, I think so. I think he's going to be bitter about how I treated him in sparring. Maybe that's why he's still bitter about that. That's why he wants to do that. So let's make, you know, we'll make it happen one day. Like I said, I'm still 140. When I move to 147, I will move up and I will knock Kell Brook out. Now, I've said it in front of everybody there.
He gets knocked out every time. I'll knock him out.
We'll see what happens. Like I said, something... He's going to have his opinion, I'm going to have my opinion.
You can't hold the shot.
You know what? They've kept Audley Harrison quiet here.
You can't hold the shot.
I don't remember.
Don't stop me, Audley. Don't stop me.
I'll be down soon, but you got tired.
He likes to have a fight. He's on about his trainer, smart in his defence. When he gets into it, he
have
likes
you been
to
in with anyone decent? Have you been in with anyone decent?
Have
you been in anyone decent? You turned down Bradley. You turned down Bradley.
What do you mean turn down Bradley? I'll fight Bradley. I'll do a unification fight with Bradley when I win my world title.
If he beats Bradley, I'll fight the winner, Bradley and Kell Brook.
You always saying stuff. You said that about Matthew Hatton. You said fight Matthew Hatton, then fight me.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. But listen, if I fought you, I will knock you out.
It's in the melting pot. We've got to stop it for now. Thanks to Kell. Time out, Audley. Well done. And to Amir. Sure, you'll be watching Prize Fighter on Saturday.